Hello, welcome back to our program, What's New in Digital. My name is Claire, and I've enjoyed recording these 3 sessions for you on our digital offerings here at Vaughan Public Libraries. Our last session was on digital newspapers and some of the platforms we have available. This session is on streaming video and digital video in general. Some of our platforms that we offer for videos. So we're going to take a look at those right now, and I'm going to share my screen and stop my video for now. Okay, so we're going to look at e-movies, as I said. So there are 2 digital platforms for e-movies on VPL's website. The 2 platforms are Kanopy and Hoopla. So we looked at Hoopla already for magazines, but this time we're going to look at it for videos, and we'll talk about some new features called the Great Courses Video Collection and the Curiosity Stream. And those will be available under binge passes again for Hoopla. So we looked at Hoopla's binge pass for magazines. This time it's the Curiosity Stream and the Great Courses Video Library Collection. So these are the general topics we're going to go over. We're going to go over access and registration, content, borrowing limits, browsing versus searching, desktop versus mobile options, and where to find help tips, or the help section of these platforms. So we're going to start with Kanopy, and it's a video streaming service offering over 30,000 critically acclaimed films. There's a lot of different options available. You can see there's classics, world cinema, art, and indie films, as well as documentaries. And you can use your library card to get started watching. There's the 2 options as per usual on your mobile device or on your desktop or laptop computer. Not specifically a PC, it could be a Mac as well, but you know, between there's the 2 options are desktop or laptop versus mobile. Okay, so watching movies on a computer, like a desktop or laptop. So in your browser, you can go to so that could be Google or Microsoft Edge or whatever browser you use. You go to our homepage, vaughanpl.info, or you can just Google Vaughan Public Library if that URL is giving you any trouble. And you click on Downloads in Digital. So there's an icon that's always there at the top of the page for Downloads in Digital, and then click Films and Television to get to video options. So you can click on Kanopy, or just underneath, you can click on Available Online. And it's going to launch in a new window. So Kanopy is going to launch. And you're going to have to use your library card number and your PIN. So you're going to need to know your PIN in order to create an account on Kanopy. Of course, if you already have an account, you can just log in. But otherwise, you'll have to create an account. So I'm going to stop sharing the slides and share my browser window here to just show you how that looks. So if I go into our homepage here, and I can click on Downloads in Digital, and then Films and Television, and then we can click on Kanopy here. So this is how it's going to look when you first bring it up. I have an account already, so I'm going to pause sharing just to put in my information. Okay, so here is Kanopy, and you can see this is sort of the landing page when you sign in. And So just for your information, when you're creating an account, you keep in mind that it's one library membership per Kanopy account. So that means if you have a card from Toronto Public Library and a card from Vaughan Public Library, you can have 2 Kanopy accounts, but you can't have 2 accounts if you have 2 Vaughan Public Library cards. So for instance, if you have a family with multiple cards, multiple Vaughan Public Library cards, you need a different email address per account, per card, right? So one library membership will have one email address associated with it. So you need to have another membership and another email address to create another Kanopy account. Okay, and then the navigation and general layout of Kanopy is quite easy to use. If you've used other popular streaming services, the similarities are definitely there. On the top, you have a navigation bar for browsing, searching, and account management. So you can see here, browse, search, and on the top right corner, account management is under there, under my name. Generally, you have access to Kanopy anytime you can connect to the internet. A few things to keep in mind: when you borrow a title, you have either 48 hours or 72 hours to watch it after you press play, depending on the movie. So some movies you only have 48 hours, some movies you can have for longer. Once the loan period is over, it will be automatically returned. Okay, so don't have to worry about returning any titles on Kanopy. You can borrow a maximum of 10 per month on the same account. So play credits are automatically reset on the first day of each month. So you can see how many play credits you have by looking at the top right-hand corner of the landing page. So we can see here that I've got 9 out of 10 credits left. Kanopy Kids, in contrast, has unlimited viewing. So you don't need to worry about play credits at all for Kanopy Kids. Okay, so Kanopy offers a variety of curated lists, so you can see titles grouped under the featured list or by genre. So this menu appears on the top of the page when you hover over Browse. So if you hover over Browse, you can see under featured, there's new editions, popular this month, Academy Awards winners and nominees, or you can browse by genre. So there's drama, comedy, world cinema, classic cinema, etc. If you're looking for a particular movie, you can always search specifically for that. Once you start typing, there will be some advanced search options that appear just below with suggested matches and filters to help you explore further. So if I start typing, for example, for the movie Carol, it will come up here with some filters that I can use. So some examples are languages, whether there's captions available, and whether there's public performance rights available or not. So in addition to browsing and searching, you can make your own playlist by adding items to your watch list. So if you're ready to borrow an item, click play and the checkout period begins. Just to demonstrate, if you want to add something to your watch list, see, I can hover over Carol here, and I can see right there at the plus sign, it says add to my watch list. So that will be added to the list. And then, oh, there we go. So it's in my watch list. So then if I go under my list, it'll be in here, my watch list. Okay. You can find items you've already borrowed under continue watching as well. So if you've already borrowed, like you can see here, I already borrowed Thomas Crown Affair, and you've already started watching something, it will be under continue watching. The top right corner of the thumbnail here tells you how much time is left for you to enjoy your loan. So you can watch the video as many times as you like in that period. So you can see here I've got 43 hours left to watch that movie. Okay, so let's go back to the slides. So watching movies on a mobile device is easier once you start on a computer. So if you've created your account and everything on a computer, it's much easier to then at that point pivot to a mobile device. You simply download the Kanopy app from the Play Store if you're working with an Android device, or the App Store if you have an Apple device. You can use the same login credentials that you set up on the computer. So if you're looking into Kanopy for the first time, though, on a mobile device, you can also create an account on a mobile device. So you can start by following the steps, and you can see there on the slide that it says find library in the red circle here. So that's where you would, click find library, and then you'd search for Vaughan Public Libraries, and you select that library, and then you would enter your library card number and PIN to register. And finally, enter your email address and choose a password to use for the future. So same thing as on a computer, it's just easier to do it on a computer first and then just log in on a mobile device. It looks similar on a mobile device. So you'll see the landing page and the number of play credits left on the top right corner there. Generally speaking, it's all the same features on the app compared to the browser. Keeping in mind, you cannot download films to watch offline like you can with other streaming services like Netflix or Prime. Kanopy, you cannot download to a device at all. It's all streaming. If you have any troubleshooting questions, Kanopy has a great help section. We also have help documentation available on the VPL website. You can access the help menu either at the bottom of the home page under support, or if you click on your name in the top right corner under the menu that comes up, you can click on help, and then both of those methods will take you to the help page. So moving on to Hoopla. So Hoopla is a digital media streaming service that we talked about in the previous video. Well, actually, the first section we talked about Hoopla binge passes, the magazine binge pass. So some of you might remember it. In addition to magazines, they have ebooks, audiobooks, and music available for digital access. Today, we're going to look at the videos available. Just like Kanopy, Hoopla is available through your browser or a mobile app. Registration is similar to Kanopy. So we would start by going to the library website, going into downloads and digital, and then under there we go into films and television, and we can see the link there to Hoopla. Bring it back to open up another window that will take us into Hoopla and then we can create an account or sign in from there. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and then I'll show you how to get into Hoopla. So we're back at Kanopy here, and I'm just going to go back to the library website, and then you can see we're still under films and television. So I'm going to go into Hoopla, and this is what it looks like when you first open it up and you haven't signed in yet. You would have to, similarly with Kanopy, you'd have to create an account if you didn't have one yet by putting in your library card number and your PIN. So then you would click Get Started and Let's Go, and you'd look for non-public libraries and put in this information and then create an account. I already have an account, so I'm going to, again, pause the share and sign in, and then you can go from there. Okay, so here is the Hoopla landing page. Just to remind you, similarly with Kanopy, it's one library membership per email address, so per account, right? So it means you need a different email address even if you have 3 cards in the same house. So you need a different account for each card. So if you have 3 cards in your family from VPL, you need 3 different accounts with 3 different email addresses. Similar to Kanopy, we have our browse option, we have search option, and you can manage your account under this gear here, which is where the settings are. If you click on browse, there's a drop-down menu that allows you to view the Hoopla collection based on format. So you can see there's audiobooks, comics, ebooks, movies, etc. The 2 options we're going to go over are the instant borrowing option. So customers have 10 instant borrows per month. The loan period for movies is 72 hours. You can watch the movie or TV show as many times as you like during that window. You can see here we've got movies and television separated under the drop-down menu here. So if you're interested in either of those, you can go into a separate section. The other option is the binge pass. So this feature allows you to sign out an entire collection of items for 7 days, and you have unlimited streaming access to everything in the collection for that time. There are 3 video-related binge passes. The first is the Great Courses Video Library Collection. So let's bring these up here. We got our binge passes. So Great Courses Video Library Collection, the Curiosity Stream here. And the third is Kids Vids, which is right here, but we're not going to go into that today. We're going to focus on the other 2. So the great draw with binge passes is that you have access to an entire collection using only 1 borrow from your limit. So for 7 days, you can view an unlimited number of videos within this window. Remember, binge pass content is available for streaming only, whether you're using Hoopla on the desktop or the app. Either way, it's always streaming. Okay, so the Great Courses Video Library Collection, let's go into there. Great Courses, this stream, the Great Courses stream, is owned by the teaching company. They offer subscriptions to full courses taught by university professors and industry leaders. You might find some of the classes offered on Kanopy as well, but each class on Kanopy would count towards your checkout limit. So this binge pass is a great way to explore a variety of topics. Browsing is quite straightforward. So I'm going to go into it here, and you can see that I've already borrowed it. So that's why it says play titles instead of borrow. So I'm going to go play titles. And this is the landing page. So you can see that you can browse by topic. So there's business and finance, food and drink, etc. And you can click these arrows to see different topics, or you can use the search box here. I'm going to do a search for psychology just for an example, and I'm going to bring up the psychology of performance. So you can see there's a brief description and the option to view a trailer. They also have a PDF course guide with additional notes that you can download. You can hit play to start watching the course right away as well. So to get to the course guide, that's right under here, under guidebook on the screen there with the little book icon. Similar with other platforms, you can add titles to your watch list right there. You can click the plus sign to do that. And then they'd be available under my watch list up here at the top. If you have any questions about the Great Course Video Library Collection, there's a helpful FAQ or frequently asked questions list available in the top right-hand corner of the Great Courses page. So if you go under options here, this drop-down menu, and click FAQ, that's where you find all of these common questions. You can take a look there to see if you have any of those questions, and that's where you'd find the answers. Okay, so the other stream is Curiosity Stream. So I'm going to come out up here and go back to the Hoopla page and go back to the binge passes that are available. And I'm going to go into Curiosity Stream. And similar to the Great Courses package, the Curiosity Stream has informational and educational videos as well as documentaries. You can browse by curated themes, collections, or search for particular titles. And you can also create your own watch list like other platforms. It's similar in content to the Great Courses, but it's a little more entertainment focused and highly curated. Descriptions also include a customer popularity rating. So I'll click play titles to bring it up here. So under browse, you can see that you can browse by topic, and there is a courses option here, but the courses are different because this is a series of crash courses, and actually Crash Course is a YouTube channel, a very popular YouTube channel. So this content is just being shown here just so that it's convenient, but you can also find Crash Course on YouTube very easily. And it's all free and it's the same content. But if we click on world history, for example, you can see this is how it looks. And it tells you there's 42 episodes on world history, for example, and John Green and Hank Green are the minds behind Crash Course. Last thing I'll point out is the menu at the top of the page. So let's go back to the landing page. So we've got browse by topic. We've got browse by topic and also by duration. And we've got collections, so we can bring up different collections that they have. And we have my stuff, which is where you get your watch list and your continue watching, or what you've already started watching titles, and your history. And then on the far right, you can click on your name to change some settings. You can sign up for email notifications for new content from the Curiosity Stream and switch to the kids setting. Keep in mind this account is separate from your overall Hoopla account. You'll never have to include your payment information or anything like that because it's a free service via Hoopla. But if you need to manage your Hoopla password or get in touch with Hoopla for customer support or technical support, that has to be done from the main Hoopla settings page. So that's a lot of information all at once. So you can always pause and replay any sections of this video to go over that content again of course. I'm going to go back to the slides. So this is a summary of the different content we covered today. Just another note, CuriosityStream has its own app, but that does not work for library customers. Kanopy and Hoopla Binge Pass content is available via streaming only. It cannot be downloaded to watch later. Hoopla, I believe some of the titles you can download, so that's something to look into if you're interested in downloading content. But the loan period will be the same. So you can see the differences between the platforms in terms of accessibility. Well, they're all available 24/7 with internet, but content, loaning periods, and help section, where to find it. Okay, so that's the main content for today. The VPL website has instructions to get you started for both platforms available on the Downloads and Digital tab, and we also have these videos on the VPL YouTube channel. So if you've made it through all these videos, or even just to the end of this one, thanks so much for watching. I hope you found these videos helpful and that you make use of all VPL has to offer in terms of our digital platform content. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us, whether that's in person at the branch, by phone, or by live chat function. Please enjoy watching movies and videos and use these platforms if you'd like. And I'm just going to come back just for 1 minute just to say thank you again. And please reach out to us if you have any questions or if you need any help with any of these platforms. Okay, have a great day wherever you are. And thanks again. Bye-bye.